We are at Epcot today and we are here for the Festival of the Arts.
All right, so here at Festival of the Arts, something that's very different right off the bat is the painting section. This is where you kind of can paint by numbers. They've got a little booth over here. You go over, you grab your paintbrush, you grab some paint, and you can paint the wall over here, which is pretty cool. They've moved it. I'm not really sure why, probably just because they have this wall, they have space, and they need to use it and do something with it. So there's not a long line, so we should go paint.
So because this is Festival of the Arts, we are going to check out some of the art, and right now they have some of the 2D chalk art out, and actually there is one of the artists is down here actually doing it himself, so this is pretty cool. I think he's actually doing the 3D. Ooh, this will be awesome.
So you might be wondering, oh my gosh, they put the walls up out there, the stage is covered up. The stage is now back here behind us here in World Showcase Plaza. So this is where they kind of do some of the same shows that they did last year. We actually just happened to miss one. I think it was like Artful Acrobatics or something like that. So we are gonna make our way into World Showcase, check out some of the food, try some of the drinks, and see what all there is to offer today. We're not gonna try everything because we never do on the opening day, but we'll show you guys what we can and show you what we enjoy and let you know what we don't. All right, so a couple of things here about Festival Arts as we make our way through World Showcase. Deconstructed Dish looks like it is closed.
Oh.
That is strange.
Why?
Yeah, so it's opening day right now. Obviously this is getting posted on Saturday.
Not on opening day.
We're here a little bit later because I couldn't take any days off for work. So we're here. But a couple of things. Understand that Festival of the Arts is much different than many of the other festivals. Number one is just because it's all about the art. It's about artisans, artisanalisms. Are we getting some here?
Yeah, I told you I want that dessert.
Oh, Taylor's getting dessert here in Canada. But the other thing too is that a lot of times the lines are much longer because all of the plating is done in a very artful way. So I don't know if I actually want anything from here in Canada, so I didn't even look at the menu yet.
We've made it to France and I am in the queue. I'm in line. And there's actually a couple things I think I'm gonna get from this place. I'm gonna decide everything once I actually get up there to order it. So I did end up getting a couple things here in France and I really can't pronounce what they're actually called, so I'll tell you the descriptions. I got the molten chocolate cake with pure origin Valrhona chocolates. And then I also got the warm creamy brie and a house-made bread bowl. And then I had to get a drink because we're in France, duh. I got the frozen French martini, which comes with Grey Goose vodka, Chambord liqueur, pineapple, orange, and grape juice with a lemon lime foam. This is actually the first time I've ever seen a foam on any of the drinks here in France, and it actually looks really cool. Oh my gosh, this is so refreshing. It actually kind of tastes like Kool-Aid, but frozen. And that foam on top really doesn't have a super foamy texture. It just kind of gives like a citrusy tone to the frozen drink itself. This warm chocolate molten cake is everything you would hope it would be. It's nice and chocolatey and warm, and the center is molten, it like lava, and it just runs out. It is perfection. And actually today it is perfect because it's not super warm out. It's actually like kind of breezy. So this like warm cake actually tastes amazing and like extra good because I'm not sweating to death while I eat it. So this brie cheese bread bowl is actually really good too. And the cheese is nice and warm on the inside. If you don't know, brie cheese is kind of like a thicker cheese almost. So when it is melted down, it's still really thick. So I was kind of expecting it to be more like gooey and like almost kind of like run and drip whenever I scooped some up. But then I remembered that brie cheese doesn't really do that a whole lot whenever it's melted. So let me tell you, it is nice and warm and melted.
All right, next stop is here in Morocco, and we have got the Mediterranean flatbread. This is served with za'atar, olive oil, artichoke, olives, mozzarella, and feta cheese. And it was $9, and this is all worth $9 here at Festival of the Arts, which is awesome. I mean, these are huge, huge pieces of pizza. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. Oh, and it smells amazing. I mean, look at how big this thing is. And there's 2 pieces. So $9, easily a dish that 2 people could share. Let's see what it's like. So overall, I think this flatbread is pretty darn good. $9, 2 slices, easily can split it between 2 people. And I think it's a pretty good combination of flavors. Now, this is not your standard kind of little pizza. It is a little bit more artisanal with the olives that are, I'm trying to think of a good way to describe them, because they're not like, these are like pitted olives that you would go to like Publix and you get them, they're like the more fancier olives. They're not just black and green olives that you get in the jar. So a little bit different. I do really like the artichoke on there. I love getting artichoke when we go to Blaze Pizza. I always get artichoke on my pizza there. So maybe a little bit on the dry side. I think maybe could add a little bit more olive oil spread to it overall, but fantastic. I would definitely come back and get it again.
Next stop is Japan for the Sushi Donut. This was like one of my favorites last year, and I think like an overall fan favorite as well. So the Sushi Donut is essentially a rice-shaped donut, and then it has shrimp, salmon, tuna, some cucumbers. I'm assuming they're pickled. There's some pickled ginger in there. There's soy sauce. There's some wasabi sauce, some spicy mayo. So this was one of my favorites, so I'm excited to have some again this year. Let me just tell you that I am not very good at using chopsticks, so I am not a good judge of how well the sushi is rolled. But I really like the flavors that are in there. The salmon was amazing. It was almost room temperature, but just like a little bit chilled, which I actually like my sushi when it's just a little bit of coldness to it. And the wasabi sauce that is on there is actually not spicy at all, but you do get that nice flavor of the wasabi, which I really like. This is overall another really good dish this year. Only thing it's missing for me is the little section that had seaweed on it last year. That was definitely my favorite part of the sushi, but this year I would have to say it's the shrimp and the salmon. So they've got new merchandise this year, obviously, and like I've said before, Disney is really stepping up their game with the merchandise for the festival. So some pretty cool Figment themed merchandise for Festival of the Arts. These ears are like sequins, but they flip. And then they have a Spirit jersey that's kind of tie-dye, but different from last year. It's like yellow, white, and purple. And this year, something that's kind of cool is they have reusable straws that are like Festival of the Arts and Figment themed. So pretty cool they have those this year.
So the last stop for us here tonight is at the refreshment port. What's actually kind of surprising is that most of the time we glaze right by this place. Don't normally check it out. It doesn't seem like it has like any varying things on the menus. But this year for Festival of the Arts, we have got the Lobster Chips. These are house-made chips, lobster bisque, cheese sauce, pickled jalapenos, and a citrus cream drizzled all over. And then also to drink, I've gotten the Cider Boys Zenberry Apple Boysenberry hard cider. So pretty cool. Something that's very different is that this is $11, but it is a full serving beer. So, which is really nice. Normally they only give you like the small 4-ounce cups. Not normally something that I would get because I'm not a huge fan of lobster, surprisingly. So you might be like, well, why the heck did you get these? They sounded pretty good. Wow. This is actually amazing. So the best part about this is the lobster bisque sauce that they drizzle all over it. It's very similar to what you would get for Flavors of Fire. That is phenomenal. Kind of the same texture, cheesy, light. I really, really like it. Lobster is also very good too. So it's not like overdone, it's not underdone. It's right there in the perfect, tender, almost melts in your mouth. Combination of flavors here just goes so well together. The citrus cream, the lobster bisque cheese sauce, the lobster itself, and even the pickled jalapenos. Yeah, it adds a little bit of a spice, a little bit of a bite to it, but it's not overpowering. If you don't like it, you can pick it off. You can ask them to keep it off for you if you want. But all in all, this is an awesome dish. I would definitely come back and get this again. All right, well, that's going to do it for us here at Festival of the Arts on opening day. We didn't get to do a whole lot, but we did quite a bit.
No, and I think it's because we came in the evening instead of coming in the morning like we normally do. So on opening day of festivals, we're typically here first thing when the park opens in the morning, and then we get to see like the merchandise and then kind of walk around right when the booths open at 11. So it was a little unusual for us today. So Josh had to work, and it didn't end up turning out how we thought it would because it normally works out for us. But yeah. Still glad we got to come on opening day though and check out some of the food booths and try a couple of the new things that they have this year.
Yeah, I mean pretty much everything that we tried was pretty good.
Oh yeah, everything was good this year. I mean, I was a little sad that they didn't have the ribs in Italy again this year because those were so good at Festival of the Arts last year.
But you know what, Morocco with that flatbread pizza really I think made up for that, because that's where the flatbread has normally been, has been in Italy, and it's gone. They're introducing a few different things. They've got a chicken drumstick that maybe I'll come back and try. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, it was good. And there's a lot more for us to come back and check out again.
All kinds of shows, there's all kinds of actual art, and by Festival of the Arts, it's not just like paintings and pictures. That also includes like acrobats and all different other kinds and forms of art, music as well.
Right. You can always go and check out the shows, which we never ever actually check out. We never sit down and watch any of the Broadway style shows or the people that sing.
Which are actually awesome.
And, yeah, it's over at the American Adventure Pavilion in the stage show area. I forget what it's called. But yeah, it was fun.
So let us know if you plan on coming to the 2020 Epcot International Festival of the Arts.